Good morning all. Hope you're doing good. So the risk disclaimer here. All information provided in this video is for educational purpose only and is not intent to provide any financial advice. Any statement regarding profits or income expressed does not represent a guarantee. So that let's see what happened on Nifty and Bank Nifty yesterday and what is likely to happen today. Some people keep complaining regarding the audio. As I said, I just making this video from home. Okay, so all my gadgets are stuck in my office. So until I get access to my office, you need to live with this voice. Okay, I'm trying to make better as much as possible. Okay, till that apologize from my side. Yeah, so Nifty, if you see, this is the level we mentioned yesterday, 10,260 and 10,350. okay, so exactly it reacted, and the profit booking which we mentioned on yesterday had started taking place. Okay, there are a lot of people who asked, would we shorted here yesterday? Okay, if you are a conservative trader, definitely you wouldn't do. Okay, but if you are an aggressive trader, you can take a short here. Okay, on this breakdown. Okay, all these things had been done. Okay, but still, as I say, whenever you keep your focus only where the other time, the higher time frame trend is, okay, you can have higher chance of winning in the markets. Okay, these kind of days will make your mindset or will upset your psychology. Oh my god, I missed this long, I missed this short. Okay, rather than that, if you are a long here, you would have taken this opportunity to book at least 300 points profit. Okay, or say like even 250 points profit. A neat kind of say like 1:2.5 or 3-hour trade. Okay, so when see here, two things you can visualize. One is your mind would say I missed this short, or think of someone who get caught at long here. We were keep on saying this is a zone not too long, but wait for a better retracement. This is a zone to book profit, and profit booking likely to happen. That is what happened here. So there is a huge difference between all these guys. A profit booking doesn't mean a short until unless some level gets breached on downside with a follow through. A short covering doesn't mean a long until unless there is a serious long build up happening. Okay, on a chart, once everything happened, all looks easy. As I always say, all looks easy in trading after it happened. So one can't trade that way. You need to have your process very well. Yeah, if you have a process to short here, fine, go with that. Because for every buyer there is a seller, for every up move there is a down move. Okay, but the only one tip I am giving you here is always stay with higher time frame till it changes, because the path of least resistance will be on the higher time frame zone. Okay, higher time frame trend. So with that tip, so this is what happened. Okay, it came, it tested, it came near previous day's POC, just missed it with few points. Okay, on spot it came, it tested the POC right away here, it took a support, it just went and closed at 75. So that is what happened here. Okay, it was a easy clue as well, because this zone we know no longs. Okay, and this zone we know there would be a profit booking coming. Okay, with this clue you would have at least saved yourself rather than going a fresh long. Okay, okay, on Bank Nifty the same case. Okay, we mentioned this level here and this level here. We said only If we go above 21,900 or 22,000, the next up move likely to happen, but this resisted strongly, okay, as we breach this 21,400, okay, and this mark 21,200. This was a easy shot. The breach of 21,200 came all the way and tested this value area high, okay. This was the easy shot. And even if you want to go long, never chase it. That's what I always advise to my students. Never chase it. Yeah, if sometimes see this, let's say if it held, if it is a gap up, if it rejects, it keeps going up, okay, without any retracement, your monkey mind would ask you to chase it. Hey, come on, let's go and chase, okay. That day you don't chase it, okay, you feel like let it come to 21,700 or 21,800, let me buy it. That is the day it won't give you these levels and it will keep on scaling higher. And this will register yourself. You will put a self-talk, oh damn shit, I missed this move, I would have chased it so that I would have made money. So what will happen is, the very next instance, if the same thing happened, next time when you go and chase at 21,900 or 22,000, that could be the pivot or top, and where you want to go for a best fill, that level would come. So that is why I always say, have a constant process. Don't adjust your good process due to the market moves. Market moves can be random. Your process should be constant, okay. So the same case here, market likely to spend within this range for next few days, okay. 21,700 on lower side and 21,600 or this high even. So okay, so this 1,000 point range is going to be there on Bank Nifty on a larger context. If 2,700 takes a support, okay, if market opens flat, comes down at 2,700 takes support. If it crosses 2,900 on the pullback, I will be buying, looking for 21,100 and 21,200, okay. In case if market opens flat, okay, if it resists 21,200 or 21,300 zone, okay, and breaks 21,100, okay, on pullback I will be shorting, looking for 2,900 and 2,700 zone. That will be my short idea, okay. Strong bullish will occur only above 21,600, okay. Strong bearish will only occur below 2,500. Above 21,600 or 500 level, strong bullishness likely to occur. Below 2,500 or 2,450, strong bearishness likely to occur. But I feel like market is going to spend more sideways indices, okay, and moreover the game will be on stock specific, okay. That is what I feel like, the way the auction is being done, that is what my belief is, okay. On Nifty, that is the case, same case, okay. If we take a support around 10,100, okay, if we open flat and if we take support here, okay, if it goes above 10,120 or 130 on pullback, I will be buying, looking for 10,175 or 10,200, okay. In case if it opens here and goes and resists 10,200, okay, and breaks 10,170 or 160 on pullback, I will be shorting, looking for this 10,100 or 10,090 as a target. Strong bullishness will occur only about 10,300 going forward. Strong bearishness will occur only below, close below 10k going forward. Till that it is going to be in range, and more or less it could be a stock specific activity, okay. So coming back to stocks, if Bajaj Finance, okay, this is what in my radar today, if Bajaj Finance opens flat and holds this 24,050 or levels, okay, if it bounces and crosses 2500, okay, I will be interested going long, looking for 2550 and 2575. This would be a idea. And one more tip also I want to give you, okay, for any stock to move, okay, most of the time it requires index support, okay. So and if you see HDFC Bank, this was a beautiful short which we done yesterday here, okay. So this was a simple short. It was testing previous supply zone, okay, for the first time after a long time, okay, and obviously, as I said, the profit booking team had started. We used it for getting into shorts, and we covered here, okay. Yeah, Hindalco yesterday's thing, it was a nice long above this VAP here, okay, and it went well, though if index had supported, if index didn't fall, at least I would have seen levels around 2120 or 2140 yesterday itself, okay. Even if index had stayed flat, this would have happened, okay. And one more stock I want to discuss is Reliance. Okay, so Reliance, I want to enter a long here, okay. This is where I entered a long, okay. This pivot retest, okay. This is where I entered a long, swing long, okay. I want to keep a stop loss below this, okay. Basically, I just want to go with this trend, okay, especially until unless it doesn't break this mark, okay. So it gave multiple times support, but as I say, always index need to come for any sort of rescue, okay. When there is a bullish stock, okay, watch it. When Nifty makes say like 100 points or 150 points, watch how Reliance behaves. This could be the stock that can lead, okay. So this long setup had failed here. That's what yesterday I discussed, okay. If you are having a capacity to trade 10 lots, okay, if you enter the total 10 lots, you would have occurred a loss in the total 10 lots, okay. Here it's a swing trade. Someone even asked why you are shorting, going long on a open, the bearish open, okay. I said I am using this intraday weakness to accumulate for swing. I never went long for intraday, okay. So I want to use this intraday weakness to accumulate swing long. So here what happened is, that's what, if I have a capacity to trade 10 lots, if I enter 2 lots here, for example 1000 quantity rather than 10,000 quantity, okay. So if my stop loss hits, say like if my stop loss hits of 20 rupees, I am going to lose 20,000 rupees, okay. But rather I used my full capacity and loaded all my 10 lots here, 10,000 quantity. If this stop loss hits, I am going to lose 2 lakh rupees, okay. So here the difference is, if it starts showing some sign, if it goes above 16, 110, 115, that says okay, this boy is getting ready for more upside. So I will scale in the rest 8 lots, step by step here. So my risk will be reduced somewhere here rather than here, okay. So that is the way one need to trade construct. If you have a capacity to punch for 10 lakhs, don't punch it the whole 10 lakhs. Use some money and leave the rest money until price shows its sign. That is a good way of trade management, okay. This is what we teach more in masterclass, how to construct a trade. Basically masterclass 3-month mentorship last year which we conducted, the theme is how not to lose money in trading. We never teach how to make money in trading. Yeah, if you follow the process, market will give you the money, but you need to understand how to protect your capital, okay. Once you start doing that, money will flow into your account. Okay, with that rant, I mean, like, I'm just closing this episode. As always, respect your risk, be humble. Market is going to be here always. Protect your capital. Okay. Have a great trading day, guys. Catch you all on next episode. Bye.